Hello and welcome. My name is Ashley and this is the Hynt Beauty YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you one of my absolute favorite Hynt Beauty products. I'm also going to be showing you guys a demonstration of this product and swatches of all the colors so you can really get a sense for what shade is good for you, how to apply it, and so you can really utilize this in your day-to-day life. And this is of course none other than the cream to powder eyeliner and eyebrow definer. This product is fabulous. It does exactly what it says in the tin and it does a great job at it. So quickly, let's talk about the packaging. I actually really love and appreciate the packaging as someone who takes makeup with her on the go, so it's great for travel. It comes in this little black carton that has the Hynt Beauty logo embossed on the top. We have the shade name and ingredients on the back, so you have that at all times. The ingredients are jojoba oil, candelia wax, castor seed oil, jojoba wax, and it may contain mica, iron oxides, titanium dioxide, tin oxide, and they are all made in the USA. And then we crack that sucker on open, and my favorite feature about this is that they snap closed. I love that it snaps closed because since it's a cream product, you don't want it to dry out. And when you have those cartons that are like twist off and they just are flaky and unreliable, that could happen. Trust me, been there, done that. So let's quickly get into the shades and then I will demonstrate this for you on my eyebrows. Alright, so before I get into all the colors for you guys, I want to let you guys know my favorite part about this and what's going to make it so easy for you to shop is that these colors do not lean too warm, they do not lean green, they do not lean purple, which is sort of these shades that eyebrow colors can either lean very red and warm or very cool green, purple, weird sort of colors in your eyebrows, just like Sharpie or crazy. These shades are perfection and they have something for everybody. So these shades that we have blondes, we have taupe, we have auburn for my redheads, we have espresso, which is my shade of choice, which is like very dark brown but not quite black, and then we also have a true black. So seriously, something for everyone. I think the most universally flattering one is going to be the shade taupe, and blonde is really light if you have fair eyebrows or if you just like a really subtle eyebrow look. This is the one for you. And then we also have the Hynt Beauty dual-ended eyeliner slash eyebrow brush. I love this brush because it is so short and stiff that you have complete and total control over it. That is definitely my preferred side. It's not too big either, so if you have thin brows, you can definitely get down with this. And on the other end, we have a much smaller, much thinner one. Sometimes I'll use the flick additional color throughout the hairs, but that is not my mainly used one, but it is a nice option to have, especially if you have thinner brows. So let's just get right into the demo. Alright you guys, I am nice and close because I want you to see exactly what I'm doing. The Hynt Beauty brush is my favorite brush to use with this. I've tried other products. I highly recommend picking up the set. And like I said, my shade of choice is espresso. Not only is it my shade of choice, it's just my brow product of choice. I use this almost exclusively. So you could see I have pretty full eyebrows, definitely have a lot of sparseness towards the front, but I also have a bang, so I don't really worry about making my eyebrows too full on, but I'm going to show you guys how to get the most natural look possible, give the eyebrow some structure, and make it look natural, because that is the hardest part. So using the Hynt Beauty eyebrow brush, I almost like to run it like this on its side, just so I know that the hairs are completely coated. You could do that on both sides. If you're worried about a little bit too much product, which trust me, it's not, you could go ahead and rub a little bit on the back of your hand because it is pigmented, but it is also a cream to powder, so it's not as thick as something as, say, Eco Brow or something like that. So first, all of us have this sort of square shape just under the brow. This is always where I like to start because this is how you're going to get that definition. So I'm going to take this and I'm literally just going to draw just a line up until that arch. You can see I've drawn it in right there. If it's a little too full for you or dark for you at the front, just wipe it off. But I like to do that. It looks a little crazy at first, and then I'm going to take the brush on its side, just like this, like pointing vertically, and this is where I'm going to start to push the color up. We're just going to start pushing the color up. Again, It's better to build up the color than to blend it out after the fact, especially when it comes to eyebrows. So I'm just gonna draw that on a little bit better. Keep flicking up the color. And then as far as that line goes, I'm also going to do that on the top, but much lighter because I don't want it to have a square shape to it, just through that point. And then I'm going to flick it upwards. And you are using such a light hand, there is no need to really press because this product is pigmented. You do not have to worry about that at all whatsoever. So the front part of the brow is the most difficult, but if you are patient, it will come out beautifully, and just use a light hand. I'm also gonna show you guys how to blend it out. So you can see for me, that's a little bit dark, so I'm just gonna wipe that part off. But everything else looks great. Then I'm gonna load up my brush once more. And you always want the tail end of your brow to have more color because we can afford to. It doesn't look crazy if it's really dark, and the eyebrows really do frame the face. So for this, I'm literally just gonna take a line. I have a pretty thin end of my brow, straight down like that, and then you can lightly feather. But that is the easy part. So just like that. So you can see it's looking a little hard, but it's looking much fuller than this eyebrow, but still like my eyebrow. A tool I highly recommend, a spoolie. You can get this anywhere. There are plenty of options to get yourself a spoolie. This I have no preference on, but the Hynt Beauty brush is uncompromisable. It's the best. So when we're brushing the eyebrows, we would like to brush the eyebrows up first and then to the side. Up and to the side. So I'm gonna brush all these hairs up and then I'm gonna brush it down, just for the tail of the brow. And this is almost like a blending brush for the eyebrows, and I highly recommend it, especially if you're new to makeup and you wanna make sure it's really, really smooth. And that's the eyebrow done. You can see the difference. I will quickly go through this eyebrow with you guys one more time, and then I will highlight some of my favorite features of the product, but I think that looks pretty good if you ask me. All right, so on to the other brow. Like I said, I'm just gonna make a line across the bottom using very light strokes. Take it vertically, flick the hairs up. You could do this really quick once you have the hang of it, especially if you already have full brows. I love this product though, because if you don't want that line, you could just flick the product ever so lightly, even with this part here. If, like I said, if I wanted to go back in, if I had like a spot, I can just take that and fill it in ever so slightly. Boom, 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 like that. Or if you really want to carve out the brow even more than this, you could do so. Then I would take a concealer brush. Hynt Beauty has a great one, I'll link it. And then the Duet concealer, and you could carve out the eyebrows. That's not my personal favorite approach, but it's an option. All right, you guys, so that is it. Those are my eyebrows on. I'm going to zoom out and share with you guys some final thoughts. All right, you guys, that is it. The brows are on. I really hope that you guys found this helpful. I know you were asking about it for quite some time. I'm happy I finally could deliver, as well as share the entire shade range with you so you can find your perfect shade. If you have any questions on this product, if you have any questions on application, on brushes, anything like that, let me know in the description, in the comments down below, and I'm gonna have all these product links linked in the description box down below. Hynt Beauty's social media is also gonna be down there as well if you guys would like to check them out. Keep up with us when we're posting videos. They also do a bunch of different features on products and things like that on their Instagram page as well. But if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. What do you guys want to see next? Leave us some video requests in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe because I upload new videos here every single Friday, and I would really love for you guys to keep up with me. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming over here and supporting me, or if you are new to this channel, welcome and thank you as well. Anything you guys need from me, I'm a comment away, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!